This is a News 2 breaking news alert.
That breaking news is in Gallatin, where police confirm at least one person is injured after a home explosion. Let's show you where this is, near the intersection east of Highway 109. News 2's Andy Cordan was first on scene and joins us live again now. Andy, what can you tell us?
Well, Peyton, when I got here, it was really bedlam. In fact, I was telling folks here that normally we get a phone call or a scanner call to respond to something. I actually felt this call in my chest. We were only half a mile away, and there was an explosion and a plume of smoke, so we drove to it, and it's a new subdivision that's under construction. Parts of the subdivision are now livable, and people are here. In fact, we just interviewed a and they felt it and ran to him in his house. He was about 4 homes away. But apparently, according to the fire chief, at 10:30 this morning, there was an explosion. What it was is hard to know, but the lot is now basically just splinters. It was a lot between 2 other homes, so you can see what these relatively new homes, probably in the final phase of construction and walkthroughs, would look like. But now it's just a lot with one facade standing, and the homes to either side have major damage to them. There's actually debris on top of roofs here, and I can tell you that when we got here about 5 minutes later, one of the work people who was either in or around the explosion was being taken by gurney to the ambulance, and his clothes were tattered. It looked like he had sustained burns. He was alive, and he looked at me, but he was obviously dazed and confused. In fact, we spoke to a woman that said when it first happened, he was just walking around almost stunned, and he just kind of walked up to them and asked if anyone had any milk, and she just told him to sit down, and she called 911. Presumably maybe because his skin was burning, she thought. So right now the fire chief says it's under investigation. The TBI is on the way. They're going to start sifting through the debris. There was a massive fire, and the fire department was here, and they've extinguished the flames. They've checked both of the houses on either side. There's only one injury at this time, but just to be sure, they're going to look through the rubble. Even the man who was dazed and confused told officials they did not believe there was anybody else in the explosion. So that's what we have, and I'm sure we'll learn a little bit more. But at this point, things are safe. There is some crime tape up. They are sifting through the debris, and I think it might be some time before they figure out what caused this calamity. So we're up here live in Gallatin. Let's send it back to you.
Wow, thank you, Andy, for that reporting and for these images that you've brought to us. We appreciate it. And we will have live coverage from Sumner County throughout the afternoon.